Alright guys, welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at some of the beta dev branch changes that came out today. There's only a couple that are really noticeable or effective in-game, but two of the three or four that we're going to look at today are pretty significant. So the first one is they changed the collision values for weapons when you're pushed up against stuff, essentially. That's the easiest way to say it. If you play ArmA 2 and you use the Shack Tac collision mod, basically it seems to be integrated into ArmA itself now. So you no longer get hung up on doorways when you're going through, and you don't get hung up on doors anymore. I know these doors were a really big issue. I would get stuck on these all the time, and that doesn't happen anymore. So that's awesome. And also, one of the other big things is when you're poking out of a door, sometimes you get stuck on it. And that issue seems to be greatly reduced, except it's happening right now. So it's not completely eliminated, but it's a lot better now. And that's one of the issues that got fixed in the dev branch today. Another one is they finally added ballistic trajectory to one of the launchers. So we'll check that out. They took the RPG-42 and they gave it a new sight. As you can see, that's a completely new sight. And now it's actually got trajectory. So you got your 50 meter, 100 meter, 150, 200, 300, 400, and 500. That's what all those markers are for. Pretty self-explanatory. So you get your range of target. And the sky is right at 300 meters. Oops, I didn't want to put the RPG away. And so you put the target on the 300 meter marker and fire. You can see it arc up and then back down, and nailed it. Another thing they did is they removed the AA round from the RPG-42. It's now an HE round. It still displays in your backpack as an AA round, but it doesn't lock on to air targets anymore. And I know these targets, let's get a range on these. These targets are 750 meters out. Let's see if we can hit them. And I know I can hit them because that's what I was practicing before I started taking the video. So even though the range increments stop at 500 meters, you can still shoot beyond 500 meters. Let's see if I can hit this guy in the first shot. Yes, I can. Outstanding. So that's cool. Hopefully that'll apply across the board. I know that's what DayZ mod added to things like the M136 and whatnot. I actually don't have enough rounds to destroy that. That's the Panther. So that's really cool that they added trajectory to rocket rounds. The last thing we're going to take a look at, I think that's it for today. Like I said, there were some small but significant changes. Is you can now scooch with your pistol out. Very important change. I know everyone was real worried about whether or not this was going to make it in or not. And it did. So that's it for today. Now that the APCs have been pushed out to the regular build, I'm going to update my beta showcase download. It's going to work. It won't work in the dev branch. It's only going to work in the regular branch. So if you want this new stuff to test it out in the dev branch, my beta range won't work. Additionally, the big news from the dev branch update today is that there's only going to be one more regular branch update before release. That means the next time ArmA 3 non-dev branch is updated is the last time the beta is going to be updated, unless you opt into the dev branch. If you know what the dev branch is, that all makes sense to you. If you still don't know what the dev branch is, then you probably think I'm talking a different language right now. but that's very, very good. That means the actual release of ArmA 3 is coming up, quote-unquote, very soon, which is outstanding. And for those of you who don't know, during Gamescom, I believe Gamescom is in Germany, and it's taking place this month, possibly within the next couple of weeks. I'm not terribly sure on the date, but Bohemia is going to be showing off Altis and main battle tanks for ArmA 3. So that's definitely something to keep a lookout for. It's going to be exciting to actually finally get a look at Altis. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Stand by. I'm going to go right.
Gotcha.
Ready?
Yeah.
Crawl.
Right's clear.
Rocket.
Did you get it?
Did.
I fucking
Rocket.
hope you didn't miss at that range.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there it is.